our great nation has preserved through the leadership and the sacrifice of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand as we thank you for your service.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Franklin TV's coverage of the Franklin High School varsity football team. We will start off here with the national anthem.
And senior drum major Evan Matthews.
Welcome back.
Once again, a very special welcome to your Franklin Cheerleaders.
There we go. Now, it's been a while since I've done this. This is Jay Horrigan, and the band is back together as I'm here with legendary cameraman Chris Flynn. First time Chris and I have gotten to do a football game in a number of years, so excited to be here, except for the temperature is about 7 degrees. Strong wind moving in the direction that Duxbury is kicking, at least to start the game. We're waiting right now on the clock to be set. 8-12. All right. Now the clock is set.
43, and if you haven't guessed it yet, the winds are about 18 miles an hour.
So Duxbury will kick off from right to left. And recovered there. Derek Zabriskie, he takes it from the 10 out to the 32, a return of 22. Franklin will take over 1st and 10. I'll apologize ahead of time if I'm a little slow on the names. This is first game I've done in a while, so, and I'm just hoping we don't lose our rosters in the wind. I'll probably rely a lot on our PA announcer, Kevin Papa, for the names. So it looks like Lions in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the top of the set. One comes in motion this way, handoff inside, breaks it out over the tackle, over to the right-hand side, pickup of.
Davidi on the run up to about the
looks like they're going to give him 4.
36.
That was Michael Davidi there, who picks up the, actually they gave them 4 on that, so it'll be 2nd and 6. 2 receivers on each side, hit up right up the middle to Davidi. He gets just short of the 40. They're going to mark it. It'll give you a long 3rd and 2. Got a top-notch officiating crew out there on the field tonight. Number of high school Super Bowls out there have been done by this crew. 3rd and 2. Hand off to Davidi. Gets met. Looks like he picks up one. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1.
41. It's going to bring
And
up
it
a 4th
looks
and
like
1.
they're going to send in the punting unit here. Too early to go for it. So
Portese on the kick.
Portese to kick. He's going to be kicking into a wind that is roughly hurricane force, or maybe just short of 75 miles an hour. Nice boot, gets held up there in the air. Got to watch, could go off. Would be great if it hits a Duxbury player, but it doesn't. It's going to get down to the 39, where the Dragons will take over.
Duxbury takes over 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
From their own 39.
The wind is obviously going to be the tricky part about tonight.
You want to get yourself over there and fill yourself with some mac and cheese.
I think at least the way Franklin's going this quarter against the wind, you're going to see a lot more running than passing, and you may see Duxbury try to take advantage of the wind. Fake handoff, quarterback takes it right off the right guard.
Matt Festa keeps it himself, picks up about 6 on the play.
And that is Matt Festa, who's the quarterback, a senior quarterback, number 2. Second and 2 for Duxbury. Handoff, met deep. That's going to be a loss of about 5 yards.
In the backfield for a loss.
That was Emmett Lockey there with the tackle. So a loss of 5. It will bring up 3rd and 6 for Duxbury. Festa looking over to the sideline to get the play. Festa drops back 3 steps, gets rid of the ball, and a completion there on the far side.
Pass complete to number 6, Colin Quinlan.
Quinlan on the reception. Quinlan gets down to the Franklin 41-yard line.
Out to the Franklin 41.
And it will be enough for a 1st down for Duxbury. Clock keeps moving here. 8.5 minutes left in quarter number 1 from Pizzini Field at Franklin High School. Festa looking to pass. Near side bumping between the defender and the receiver. That ball is kind of caught the wind. Went a little far, went out of bounds. And no advantage gained by either player, so no flag. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 for Duxbury.
2nd and 10.
Festa hands off inside. Wide open run right over the center.
Alex Barlow on the run.
And that was Barlow who picked up the 1st down, gets down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Duxbury. The clock continues. Actually, clock stopped. Now they're winding it. 8:10 left in the quarter. Festa keeps it himself, goes over that center again, and he is going to get down. He gets down for a 1st down, picks up just over 10, and it's going to be 1st and 10 from inside the 18 for Duxbury. Duxbury, nice drive here. Very power football. Festa surveying. He hands off inside, and that's going to be a first down. That gets down to about the inside the 8. Oh, that'll be close. They're going to give them, that's first and goal. Clock still running, 7:15 left in quarter number 1. First and goal for Duxbury. Festa doing a great job here on this drive. Festa keeps it himself over the left-hand side. He just puts his shoulder down, and he is stopped short.
All the way down to the Franklin 1.
He is stopped there by Lyons. Nice tackle there, as Festa has the size on that play. Second and goal. Festa hands it off inside, and it looks like we've got a touchdown. Barlow, from a yard out, gives Duxbury a 6-0 lead at the 6:29 mark for the first quarter. The kick up, nope. Well, yeah, that did just get through inside the left-hand upright. So it's 7-0. Duxbury scores first, and Franklin will get the ball back for their second drive of the night. We want to give a shout out to Pete Royce and his entire family. You're stuck with me because Pete Royce became a grandfather again yesterday, so he's with his family and his new grandchild. So congratulations, Pete, and the entire Royce family. And just so you know, Pete, you're to blame for this broadcast.
Traditions aside.
Duxbury to kick off, going with the wind. And that's going to go into the end zone. It's going to come out.
And Franklin will take over first and 10.
Panthers take over at their own 20, first and 10. Let's see what they're able to put together on this drive. Lions pass complete and then out of bounds, but clock will keep winding. Luke Davis on the reception.
To the 26-yard line. Second and 4.
Second and 4 for the Panthers. Lions set up in the pistol. Hands off inside. I think that was Davidi who gets it. That will be enough for a first down. Gets out to the 31. Lions comes over to get the play from head coach Ian Bain. Five and a half minutes left. Opening quarter. Lions fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, then cuts back to his left. He's under a ton of pressure, gets away, and picks up what looks like 7.
Picks up 5 on the play.
Gets out to the 37. It'll be second and 4, so he picks up 6 there. Great job scrambling by Lyons and getting himself free. He only picked up 6 yards, but he ran about 40. Davidi lines up to the left of Lyons. 4 receivers. Handoff inside to Davidi, and he
picks up 1 on the run.
gets 1, maybe 1.5, gets out to
Now that
the
we
38.
have the varsity cheerleaders, those nationwide known champions. And
3rd
youth
and
cheerleaders,
3.
I'm wondering if we're going to get a little boom boom dynamite tonight.
Lyons moving his receivers around, and we're going to have a timeout. Coach Bain didn't like what he saw there. I think there was a little confusion into how Coach wanted them to line up. Dabrisky seemed to be a little unclear what side of the line he should line up on. So Franklin calls their first time out of the half, 4:40 left in the opening quarter, 7-0 Duxbury. Franklin, though, has picked up their first down of the evening and have a 3rd and 3 here. So an important play early in this game for the Panthers.
Once again tonight,
Panthers come in 2-0.
It's going to be raffled off somewhere towards
only having lost
beginning of the fourth quarter.
last year, only lost a single game, and that was that unbelievable shootout with Springfield Central.
It's 1 sleep for 10.
And they look to be one of the top teams again this year in the Hockomock League, although this is a non-league game. Lyons lines up by himself in the backfield. Now Duxbury will come back with their own timeout. Lyons was by himself. He had 3 receivers to the top of the set, 2 to the near side, and Duxbury didn't like the defense they had there. So we'll get another timeout, and that's what you want when the temperature is plummeting below 40 degrees. And the wind chill is about minus 25.
I understand the winter stuff is still coming in. We're going to have those beanie pom-poms probably next home game, hopefully. But right now, pick yourself up one of those red hot pink sweatshirts.
So here we go. Again, Lyons by himself in the backfield. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Lyons calls out instructions to his line. He takes the snap, quick dump on the far side. It's complete. Pickup of 8 yards, and it'll be a first down out to the 46, I believe, maybe the 47. I believe that was Romero on the reception, but first at 10. Panthers as they approach midfield. Little pitch right there by Lyons, and then that's going to be a flag. That's going to be a late hit. So that was clearly a late hit. DeAngelis had dragged the player out of bounds, which was fine. And that was Luke Davis. And then I believe it was number 3 for Duxbury who hit Davis out of bounds well past the white. And that was an easy call for the officials. There were 2 or 3 flags on that play. 3:50 left in the opening quarter. Lions pass, little dump out there. That was complete.
For a pickup about 4.
Duxbury picks up. See where they mark it. 3, make it 2nd and 7 as Franklin is looking to get inside the 25 now. Remember, this quarter, Franklin's going against the wind. So Lions, these short little dump-off passes are great to be able to throw in weather like this. Fakes the handoff, Lion does. He evades a tackler. He goes on his own. He runs it. He's inside the 10, down to the 5. Pick up there of 21 yards for Jace Lions. And that is going to be a first down for the Panthers. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Franklin. So Lions in the shotgun. Davidi to his right. Lions hands it off to Davidi. Davidi, nice move, and he's in for a touchdown. Panthers. .232 left in our opening quarter. Our score is 7-6. Duxbury with the extra point to follow here for the Panthers. Garrett Pentazzi here to attempt the extra point. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. Yeah, I am. Pentazzi to attempt it. Ball's down, kicks up. That's good. So 7-7 with 2.5 minutes left in this opening quarter. Pentazzi continues Franklin's number of years of having strong kickers. It really is amazing watching the Panthers and the tremendous kickers they've had come through the program over the last 10 years or so. And it is something that's great to see because many, many years ago, a missed extra point cost them an opportunity to go to the state finals in a game against Natick here in Franklin back in the old format when there were only 4 teams made the playoffs. They lost that one by a point.
Quinlan and Walsh back to return.
And if I remember correctly, Natick went on and won the state title. They had a quarterback that went on and played at the always powerful football powerhouse, University of Connecticut. That kick there is returned to the 28. And Duxbury will take over 1st and 10.
Off of that, what looks to be the 28-yard line, Duxbury takes over 1st and 10. We're dynamite, we're out of sight.
Vesta comes up to the line to shout out instructions to his lineman, and then gets back in the shotgun. Inside handoff. That'll be a pickup of 3. Pile still moving. Pickup of 4.
Look like Barlow with the carry, tackled by a slew of Panthers.
Gets out to the 32, 2nd and 6 for Duxbury. Just go under 2 minutes left in the opening quarter. Inside handoff again. Pick up there of another 4. Gets out to the, actually 5, gets out to the 37. It will make it 3rd and 1. Short 1. Looking
long 1, short 2.
Inside handoff. Festa takes it himself, jumps outside, picks up the first down, gets out to about the 43. So that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Duxbury. They'll move the chains. The clock will move and will be under 1:20 left. Duxbury looking to their sideline. Now Festa walks up to the line, shouts out instructions. Takes a snap, he steps back 3 steps, gets rid of the ball, and that's going to be short of a 1st down, I think, depending on the mark. It's going to be close. From this angle, it looks like it will bring up a 2nd and 1.
2nd and 9, 42 seconds, but in the first quarter.
2nd and 1 for Duxbury. They're in Franklin territory for the 2nd time tonight. Our score is 7-7. Under 30 seconds, I believe they're going to have to run one more play. Festa drops 2 steps, completes on the slant to Walsh. Gets to the 39, clock will run, and this will be the end. Should be the end of the quarter.
That's going to take us to triple
zeros. That'll get us to the end of the first quarter. So through one, we have a 7-7 game between the home Franklin Panthers and the visiting Duxbury Dragons.
Stand now, get yourself a meatball sub, get yourself some cheeseburgers or whatever they got over there, chicken nuggets.
Again, congratulations to the Royce family
meatball subs
on the birth of Pete's grandchild. And we got a report from the hospital that when the child was born, the first thing she said was, "Hello, neighbors." So that's great. Pete's passing it along. Now, if everything goes according to plan, things will be somewhat back to normal. Chris will not have to call me anymore, and Pete will be back in his perch calling games next week. For Chris and I, this is going back like 15 years doing these games.
And we're back.
I'm surprised they actually let us together anymore. I don't know if you heard Chris. Long run here by Duxbury. Gets down inside the 15, down to about the 11, a first down.
Enough for a Duxbury first down.
But I think what Chris was telling everybody is that he's not sure it's his choice that I'm here. There were not a lot of options on the bench tonight. First and 10 from the 11 is Duxbury's knocking on the door again, looking to go up 14-7. Inside handoff down to about the 6. Barlow on the run there picks up 5. Will make it 2nd and 5. As the cheerleaders are doing a bunch of back handsprings. I taught them those before the game. I was working with the cheerleading team. And there's a round off, and there's a touchdown by Duxbury, I believe. Yeah, he's in. Makes it 13-7 now. Duxbury to attempt the extra point here. Snap is down, kick is up, and that's good. Much better kick than the first one. And we got a flag.
There's a flag on the play.
I wonder, that flag may have been for hitting the center, which you cannot do. You cannot hit the center in Federation. So we'll see. The referee, one of the officials was talking to a Franklin player. They're waving off the flag.
The flag is waved off.
Flag is waved off. So 14-7 with 10:55 left. Referee Bob Evangelista goes over and explains to Coach Ian Bain why the flag was picked up and probably why it was thrown initially. So Duxbury will kick off. This is their first kick tonight into the wind. Wind maybe a little slower than it was at the beginning of the game. They keep that ball down a little bit, but Franklin's able to pick it up on the run, gets out to the 25.
24-yard line. Franklin will take it over first and 10.
So to be first and 10, Franklin from their own 25 as they look to put another drive together to tie this game up. Franklin's first drive was a 3 and out. Duxbury came back and scored. Then Franklin got the ball. They went down and scored, and then Duxbury just scored. So of our 4 possessions, we've had 3 touchdowns so far. And we've got 10:50 left in the quarter. Snap to Lyons. He goes back about 5 steps, let go of the ball, and that is knocked incomplete by Duxbury. Real nice play, defensive play by Duxbury. That ball was intended for Davis. Unfortunately, Lyons' pass was just a little too inside there, allowed Duxbury to make a play on it. Lyons again back to pass. Basically the same play there, much better, it was executed much better there. Luke Davis on the reception. He gets out to the 31. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
1 yard line.
So that was basically the same play, just Davis went a little further towards the sideline and allowed him to get wide open there, and an easy target for Lyons to hit. So now you get 3 receivers at the top of the formation, 1 down here on the near side and a running back on the left side of Lyons. Lyons again to pass on 3rd and 4. He's going to run this. He tucks it. He gets hit. He picks up a couple, but he's going to be short. He's going to get to the 33. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2, and they're going to line up to punt here. As the clock keeps spinning down to under 9.5 left in the first half. Nice punt there with the win, taken at the 31.
Chris Walsh on the return.
We've got a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Wrestled that dog and held on for dear life.
So if that penalty is against Duxbury, it's going to result in a first down. So let's see what they have. Yeah, it is against Duxbury. Penalties against Duxbury. Defensive holding. Okay, but it's going to be enforced. So it was after the kick. So after any penalty after, this is boring rough talk, just realize that after the kick, it gets enforced at the end of the run.
He had a hold on Duxbury on that play. It's going to move the ball back.
So Duxbury will go back 10 yards from the end of the run and take over first at 10. So that was a post-kick infraction. How do you like that, Chris? The use of the word infraction? Thank you. That's it back to pass, lets that ball go, and that's overthrown by a couple of steps, but it looks like we're going to have interference on Franklin.
Pass interference on Franklin is going to give Duxbury a first down.
So remember, in Federation rules, pass interference is just a 15-yard penalty. So if you're a defender and you get beat and you think that receiver is going to score, grab him. No need to give up the touchdown. You're only going to give up 15 yards. Inside handoff. Nice tackle. Great penetration there by Lackey.
Katie Colella in the backfield with the stop. Loss of one on the play.
I've got number 5 as Emmett Lackey. It was announced as, I believe, Colella, so I'm not sure who it is. I know it's not me. Festa gets rid of the ball. Great job up at the top of the field. I believe that's Sidwell. One of the Sidwells, Luke.
By number 2, Luke Sidwell.
Nice play there. Kept his hand inside, was able to knock the ball down. So we're going to have 3rd and 11, it looks like
3rd
here.
and 11. Let's get it up for your defense.
Festa again shouting out instructions. He's got a back on his left-hand side. He swings it out to that back, and there's going to be enough there for the first down. No flags. There's a towel on the field, but there's no flags. So it'll be a first down for Duxbury at the 40, and Duxbury into Franklin territory for the 3rd time tonight. Duxbury, 3rd possession, 3rd time into Franklin's territory. 3 receivers to the near side, one at the top, a back next to Festa. Snap, pass, and oh, nice play, and that's going to be a touchdown. The defender got turned around there. And then as the ball came, the defender just turned the wrong way. And the receiver, Colin Quinlan, went up and caught the ball and was able to almost catch it in stride and get to the end zone. So it's going to make our score 20-7 here at Pizzini Stadium in Franklin. The kick is up and good. 21-7 now. Duxbury, 7:43 left in the opening half.
Jones' extra point is good, and with 7:43 left in the first half, it's Duxbury 21 and Franklin 7.
I see some people coming back from the concession stand with some hot dogs, but cameraman Chris, I don't see those hot dogs coming up to us. They always forget about the broadcast crew. Yeah, well. See if we invite them to our nice kitchen at our studio or our cookout next summer. I think, Chris, I have one Hostess cupcake in my car somewhere. That kick is returned out to the 32-yard line. Franklin will take over, trailing 21-7.
Duxbury gets it out across the 30 to the 32. Franklin will take over 1st and 10 with 7:39 left in the first half. Hey, once again, we got that huge raffle basket raffle going on. $400 to $500 worth of raffle tickets. You get 1 seat for $10 and 3 seats for $25. All proceeds go right back into the Gridiron program.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. Lions in the pistol. Low snap. He's able to pick it up, hands it off to Davidi. And Davidi keeps going, gets out to about the 37. So to make it 2nd and 5 and hold on. Raffle tickets. I'll take raffle tickets. Sorry about that. Just had to put my name in for raffle tickets. 2nd and 5 for the Panthers. Davidi to the right of Lions. And that low snap, Lions stepped away. The ball went down to the ground, but Lions was able to step forward and recover it. Going to be a loss of 4 and bring up 3rd and 9. That's the 3rd or 4th time the snap's been a little low. This time, Lions just seemed to step back before he had the ball in his hands. So it'll be interesting to see if he stays in there. There he stayed there until that ball was there. Much better snap that time. And that pass is broken up on the far side. And it'll bring up a 4th and 9. And Franklin will line up to punt again. And Duxbury will get their 4th possession of the game. And we'll see if the Panther defense is able to stop them here. 6:11 left in the quarter. Low line drive kick, which is what you need. Then a handoff, kind of a reverse there. And gets out to the 45.
Duxbury's got the ball 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the first half.
6 minutes even to go. 1st and 10 for Duxbury from the 45. And Duxbury looks over to the sideline where they've got 4 players in orange heads. Must be for Halloween. Vesta keeps the ball. He picks up a ton of yards, gets down inside the 40, down to the 37, where it is going to be a 1st down. And the clock still keeps winding. Vesta looking to pass. Same, picking on that far side again. That's incomplete. Great job. I believe that is Sid.
Broken up by number 2, Luke Sidwell.
That is Luke Sidwell on the far side. Luke did a great job there, getting his arms up, able to get it, his arms in the middle of the receiver's arms and break it up. But that's I believe, the 5th time they've thrown at Sidwell so far. We've got 5:24 left in the first half. Vesta again in the shotgun. Inside handoff. And that's going to be a flag.
Penalty on the play.
So pickup of 9, but we'll see what this flag is. It was thrown by the umpire in the middle of the field. It's a hold against Duxbury. So we're going to back up here. That may have been that was a dead ball foul. That was not a hold. That was a personal foul because they came back 15 yards. So that was not a hold. Not sure what it was for. But whatever, brings up 3rd and 16 for Duxbury. Under 5 minutes left now. Vesta rolls to his left, completes it. Nice tackle on the far side by Sidwell. And a couple of other Panthers.
Bring it up to the original line to gain.
So that'll make it 4th and 11. Duxbury's going to, at least they're going to line up to go for it. Although they've now got a late substitution. Yeah, you know what you may see is a kind of a pooch kick, quick kick by Vesta. He's now giving instructions to his lineman. And he's going to pass it. And it's complete. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure Vesta got hit, and that is going to be enough for a first down.
It looks like it's enough for the line of game and Duxbury's first down.
Vesta got hit by a couple of players. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a flag there, which it was not. But on the rollout, he was able to complete it, and Duxbury picked up the first down. 3.5 minutes left. 21-7, Duxbury in the lead and driving again. Inside handoff. Great job there by the defensive line.
Quintina with the tackle of Barlow.
Quintina with the tackle, so that'll make
in the first half.
It's 2nd and 11 from the 25, and we'll go under 3 minutes left. Vesta drops 2 steps, inside slant, and that pass is broken up. It looks like Sidwell was there, Luke Sidwell, and it also looks like that was Quintina who greeted the receiver as soon as the ball got there and put his shoulder in there. And between Sidwell and Quintina, they were able to break that up. So to make it 3rd and 11, 2:42 left. Franklin would love to stop them here and maybe get the ball back with 1.5 minutes or so left. Screen completed, gets down inside the 20, down to the 18. It'll bring up a 4th and 4. So 4th and 4, they'll have to run a play. They can get it down to about 150 left. So Franklin could stop them here. They'll get the ball back with about a minute 45 left. I'm going to guess we're going to have a timeout just as the play clock gets down to 1, is my guess. Should be 10 now, so it will get down to about 1:43, and we'll have a timeout, I think. Yeah, of course, the clock operator, Chris, stops it on 1:44 to make me look like a moron. But Duxbury will take their timeout here. Franklin will look to call up the right defense to make it, to get the ball back, and you figure the play takes about 5 to 10 seconds, so they should get it back with about a minute and a half left, and they will be going with the wind, which the wind is a little less than it was an hour ago.
Arranged by Paul Lavender. Outcast Hey Ya by Mike Brown. Queens Don't Stop Me Now by Matt Conway.
So it sounds like at halftime, Chris, we're going to have Copacabana play a little Barry Manilow.
1 minute, 44 seconds away from that.
Chris, obviously not as excited as I am.
Get your raffle tickets. $10 for 1 sleeve, $25 for 3.
So 4th and 4 from the 18 here for Duxbury. We'll see what they dialed up in that timeout. Festa drops back. That's going to be a complete. It's going to be a first down. And in all honesty, you probably could have had a flag there on a hold as well.
And that's enough for a Duxbury first down.
Which the hold would have resulted in a first down. So minute and a half left, 1st and 10 from the 13 for Duxbury. Now the defense just needs to keep Duxbury at least to a field goal. Inside handoff down to the 11, maybe the 10 they'll give them. Pick up a 3, will make it 2nd and 7. It will roll under a minute. $45 and ticket.
Raffle ticket coming up after this play, so get out your red tickets.
Festa rolls. He completes that cutback, and there's going to be a block there. That's going to go against. That's going to go against Duxbury on the cutback block.
From the music club. 256-775. 256-775.
So it's gonna go back
775
from where the flag was.
256-775.
$31 seconds left. They should wind the clock here.
$9,432.
Waiting for them to give the signal. They're explaining to Coach Bain the call. And now the clock's going. High snap. Festa's able to get it. Now we got this is
everywhere. Pass is intercepted.
Might as well try to
Segura will fall down and take a knee.
That penalty is going to go against Duxbury. That was a hold. So that penalty obviously will be declined, and Franklin will get it first and 10 from their 20. 13 seconds left.
$9,852 if you're seeing that in an establishment this weekend. Make sure you buy you around.
So 13 seconds left. Time for a couple of plays. Although it looks like Lyons is just going to take a knee and let it run down. He does, and that'll wind it down to 0. So at the end of the first half, our score is Duxbury 21 and the Panthers 7. And we will be back for the second half shortly.
Plenty of hot dogs. We got a ton of hot dogs. We got meatball sandwiches.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of the Franklin Duxbury
Here we go. Let's go.
high school football game. We just got word that we are out of hot chocolate, so if you're heading from home,
Coming back to start the second half, we're crazy on the kick.
no need. So Franklin will kick with the win for the third quarter. Duxbury will get it. And that's going to go into the end zone, come out to the 20. So it is, the wind has not been, had as much of an impact so far, at least in the first half. Didn't have as much of an impact as I thought it would, because it's blowing again like it was at the beginning of the game. So we'll see if it impacts Duxbury here. Duxbury 21-7 lead. Just talking to a couple of people at halftime, that end of Duxbury's last drive, once they got inside of the 25, it was interesting because they really could have shut the door on the Panthers if they had scored there.
Alex Barrow up the middle.
Barrow there on the carry.
Of about 5 on
he
the play,
gets
maybe
out
4.
To the 26, and it'll be 2nd and 4 for Duxbury. And nice job by the defense. Pick up there maybe of a half a yard, maybe a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Not sure what there's some kind
That was
of
made by number 8, but I don't have
conversation
number 8
there
on my
with
roster.
the umpire.
Oh, that'll be Jay Galula. Welcome to the party, Jay.
Third and 3, Festa back to pass, and that's complete at the 40, and more than enough for a first down. So Duxbury will move the chains. 10:41 left.
That's enough for a Duxbury first down up to the 40.
Handoff, an inside handoff. Pickup of 7. Make it 2nd and 3. As the ball comes out to the 47. Duxbury looking to cross midfield again. That first half, every one of their possessions, they got past midfield. They scored on, obviously, 3 of their possessions. It's their 21 points. And they were intercepted on the 4th possession. Festa gets rid of the ball. Another play down the far side. This one incomplete. Sidwell tight on the receiver. And he is making it very difficult on the receivers. And they keep throwing it his side, and he's going to work hard to make sure they don't complete another one. Third and 2, and a dropped in the backfield.
Barlow in the backfield.
Barlow tackled for a 4-yard loss. Will make it 4th and 6. And for the first time tonight, Duxbury will line up to punt. 9.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Jones to punt. Now, Duxbury is punting into the wind. Again, hasn't had a huge effect, but we'll see how it impacts this punt. Just gets the ball off. The wind knocked it down a little bit. Still a decent kick into the wind down. It'll roll dead at the 20. Actually, 19 they'll mark it. And it'll be first and 10 for the Panthers from their own 19. 9:02 left.
I don't know if you noticed that line to buy those raffle tickets, but they're going hot and they're going heavy. There are $500 worth of raffle tickets in a basket. Scratch raffle tickets, whatever. They're there. You can scratch them off all night. You might win $5 million. You never know.
So first at 10 for the Panthers.
At the close of business at the third quarter, they're going to shut this down.
Two receivers on each side of the formation. Inside handoff. And Davidi gets tackled for a 3-yard loss. At the 16, it'll bring up 2nd and 13 for the Panthers.
Loss of 2 on the play.
Lyons awaits the snap, takes it, and that's caught nice. So we're gonna something. So that ball was stripped.
Dr. Beer on the reception, fumble recovered by Duxbury, 1st and 10.
That ball was stripped, taken away by Duxbury. They were able to get down to, it looks like the 19, maybe the 18. It'll be 1st and 10. I must say, excellent job by the officiating crew to hold their whistle there, because they easily could have. It looked like the play was over, but it wasn't. 8:13 left in the third quarter. And that's going to be a delay of game against Duxbury. So we'll go back 5 yards.
That ball delay game on Duxbury. He's going to move it back 5 more.
So to make it 1st and 15. That's the back to pass. Again, targets the far side where Sidwell is. I don't think that's Sidwell right now. I can't see the number, but I believe it's a double-digit number. So 2nd and 15, 8:08 left. And we've got a flag. Timeout. I'm sorry. We've got a timeout, Franklin, prior to the snap. It's their first of the half. Our score is 21-7. Duxbury in the lead. Duxbury scored on their first 3 possessions in the first half. Franklin scored on their second possession. And at the end of the second quarter, Duxbury actually drove inside the 20, had a couple of penalties, and then threw an interception to kill their one drive they didn't score on. it was that handful of plays were a lot different than what we had seen from Duxbury the rest of the night. They've made no mistakes. They've played well. They've played quickly. They have a lot of size, and they've taken advantage of that. So 2nd and 15 for Duxbury. Same motion as before, inside handoff. And they're going to get down to the 14.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
I'm sorry, down to the 13. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 4, 4.5, maybe 5. 7.5 left. Festa keeps that, goes right up the middle. He's going to get, no, they've got him down. They've got his knee down.
They're saying he was down before the fumble.
They had his knee down. I thought he was going to get into the end zone. He then ended up losing possession of the ball, but the linesman on the near side had his knee down at the 1. So under 7 minutes now left in the 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and goal from the 1. And inside handoff, that'll be a touchdown for Duxbury. And that'll make it 27-7 as they line up for the extra point.
Touchdown for Duxbury.
So Duxbury has, other than the end of their last drive at the end of the first half, offensively, they've played very well. They've executed very well and done pretty much what they wanted to do on the offensive side of the ball. Snap, down, kick is up, and that's no good.
Point after no good.
So that makes it 27-7. And we'll see if that comes back to have a bearing on this game. If Franklin can come back, put a couple of good drives together, Franklin, I think, clearly has the advantage in the kicking game. So we'll see what happens. You'd like to see Franklin at least with 6:38 left in the 3rd quarter. They have the wind, at least capitalize on that a little bit with their drive here. Duxbury with a little pooch kick, but it's taken in the air out to, gets out to, Duxbury gets to about the 27-28, and it'll be 1st and 10.
So you got 2 shots now. One to go get a raffle ticket. Time is running out on that. Somebody could be a millionaire. Or likely you'll probably win $40. You got to give this shot anyway.
So it'll be the 27.
And 2.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Take that. 28.
100 hot dogs we got left over there. So go get some hot dogs. We're out of the lobster bisque. Anything that's going to keep you warm. We had Manhattan clam chowder. We're out of that. Steak tips went in the 1st quarter.
Lyons takes the handoff, fakes the handoff, rolls to the far side, and that ball is incomplete. He just led Hunter a little too much. Now, Hunter was covered very tightly by the Duxbury linebacker. So to bring up 2nd and 10. With Lions with the pitch. Run comes this way, knocked out of bounds. David there at the 33.
32-yard line.
The 33 to bring up 3rd and 5.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
6:22 and the clock is stopped in the 3rd quarter. Davis in motion, resets on the top side. Lions back to pass, looks, drops it off underneath, and it is the pass is dropped.
Pass intended for number 6, Luke Davis, incomplete. Can bring up 4th and 5.
That was intended for Luke Davis. So to bring up a 4th and 5 here, and Franklin will line up to punt 6:17. So unfortunately, that series only, I guess fortunate for the Panthers, only used about 30 seconds or so. As there were 2 incompletions and a run out of bounds. And the punt with the win, that is a boot. Fair catch signal, and we're going to get a block in the back here against Duxbury. So that's going to go back from there, I think, another 10 from where that ball was fair caught. See what the signal is. Yep, block in the back against Duxbury was number 22. So
block in the back on Duxbury.
That'll go back 10 from the end of the run, which was the fair catch point.
Left to play in the
It'll
third
make
quarter.
it 1st at 10
Duxbury
from the 12.
Drive off 1st and 10 at their own 12.
Oh, wide open receiver. Nice catch. It was put right over his right shoulder, caught, and he's going to get in for a touchdown. What a pass by Festa. That went right into the receiver's arms, right over his right shoulder, right in stride. That's how you draw it up.
On the long touchdown reception from Duxbury. From Matt Festa.
So that'll make the score 33-7 with the extra point to follow. One play, 89 yards and a touchdown. Bolts down, kick is up. Much better kick that time. That's good. 34-7.
56 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Duxbury now leads 34-7.
As the temperature keeps plummeting to, I believe, I'm not one to exaggerate when it comes to cold weather, but I believe it's -7 or 8 right now. And then you add the wind chill, it's probably -42, roughly. Yeah, cameraman Chris is frozen solid. He cannot move. This is like a November game. It shouldn't be like this in September. We should be in shorts and T-shirts. And at the end of this game, I'm going to tell Chris I'm coughing and run away so I can get in my car as we try to lower equipment down from the press booth. Franklin is able to get that ball. Is there some extracurricular activity out here by the 45? Franklin is able to return that out. It looks like they're going to mark it at the 32. 5:50 left.
Kick is taken out to the 32-yard line where Franklin will take over 1st and 10.
So Lions will bring the offense out, looking to just get something going. Duxbury scored on every possession except for the last possession of the first half, and Franklin's only scored on one of their possessions. Handoff. David
into the line.
Picks up maybe one. See if they give him one. No. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. .525 left in the third, and the clock is moving. Lions fakes the handoff, rolls to his left. He's being chased, and he's going to try to pick up as much as he can. That's a tough kid. He could have very easily. Lions easily could have run out of bounds back, picked up the first down, and run out of bounds at his own 41-42. But he takes a step into the middle of the field and keeps going and gets down to the Duxbury 44. Great job there by Lions. Let's see if that sparks the rest of the offense here, or even some of the offense. Inside handoff to Davidi. Davidi gets up to the 41. Pick up a 3. 2nd and 7. We're approaching 4 minutes in the third quarter. Lions takes the snap, hands it off to Davidi. Davidi cuts back to the middle, gets down to the 42, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Looks like Barlow on the tackle after Davidi picks up about
3.5. They're putting it at the 42.5. So say it's 3rd and 3.5 here. Davis in motion again. Lions takes the snap. He's got Davis over in the flat. Gets by 2 Duxbury players, and we're going to have a touchdown there. That's what the Panthers needed.
From Chase Lions, and that's a Franklin.
42-yard play by the Panthers gets them on the scoreboard for the first time this half, second time in the game, 34-13. Franklin will attempt to kick the extra point. And it's good.
Snap, hold. Cortese's picks are true. And with 3:09 left to play in the third quarter, Duxbury leads 34-14.
So it's 34-14.
3 minutes left to go get those raffle tickets. We are pushing the raffle tickets, the scratch-off tickets, whatever you want to call them. It's a basket of money. $400 to $500 worth of scratch off tickets. That's going to just generate about $17 million in your house. So go over there, get a sleeve for $10.
And if you can hear
support a good program,
PA announcer
and make yourself a millionaire.
Kevin Papa talking about the raffle tickets. I don't want to discourage anybody, but chances are pretty good that I'm going to win.
And it's nice to see that Raffle City has now left.
Duxbury brings that ball back to the 29-yard line. And they'll take over first and 10 from their own 29. 3 minutes left in the third quarter, 34-14. So a 20-point spread right now. Obviously, the Panthers have to stop them here. They cannot give up another touchdown. Inside handoff. Duxbury runs it, picks up 6 out to the 35.
Through the middle, pick up about
It'll bring up a second
13, Bobby Padula.
And 4. Padula on the tackle. Actually, they marked that at the 34, so it'll be second and 5. And we'll get under 2.5 minutes left in the quarter before they run this play. Inside handoff, cut up, first down, and then some over midfield into Panther territory down to the 48, and it'll be first down.
Colin Quinlan up to the Franklin 48-yard line. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left to play in the third.
Under 2 now left, first and 10 for Duxbury. Nice job there by the defense. And that'll be a 3-yard loss back to the Duxbury 49.
With the tackle in the backfield. Julian's tackle makes it second and 13.
Minute 10 left in the quarter. They'll get down to under a minute before they have to run a play. Festa rolls back, little screen. That's going to be incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
So to bring up third and 13 for Duxbury. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Duxbury to pass the ball here. And under pressure, Festa is, and he completes it, but short of the first down. Gets it up to the Panther 40 where the receiver goes out of bounds. It'll bring up a 4th and 2.
Looks like the pass is complete to number 8, Jack Silvic.
They'll have to get one more snap off before the quarter ends.
Colin Quinlan
As it's a 40-second play clock, and he went out of bounds with about 45 seconds left. So he's going to get one play off, I believe. Not sure.
Okay, in between quarters, we're going to draw this mighty raffle.
Festa completes the pass. That's going to be a first down.
That's his pass complete to Barlow.
And it'll get us down.
First down. That's going to take us down to triple digits.
Yeah, that's going to.
And it's going to end the third quarter.
And it's going to be the end of the third quarter. 34-14, but more importantly, it's raffle ticket time.
Tickets for the raffle drawing.
Chris, this could be it.
Basket of $500 is being drawn right now. And the winner is Kevin Papa.
Kevin, do you want my tickets so you can read it right from it?
The winning number is 240-0426. 240-0426. I'll try it again. 240-0426. Maybe at Teddy's they have a different number.
Hey, Kevin.
240-0426. Winner can come right up here right now and you can get your money.
Chris, give me a second. I may have the winner.
Sean Kennedy looks like to be the winner. 240-426. That's a winner. $500 worth of scratch off, $400 to $500 worth of scratch off tickets. And let's wish Sean Kennedy a happy retirement as he makes $6 million tonight.
I was close.
Tackle made on a 1-yard gain. Barlow takes it up, maybe 2.
So have a 2nd and 9 here for Duxbury as we start proceeding through the fourth quarter. 34-14 our score. I must say, I'm very disappointed I did not win the raffle. Oh, that nice pass. He just, I think he thought he was going to get hit. Quinlan did, and kind of took his eyes off the ball because that was right there in his hands. I must say, I'm a little disappointed in Rattle City tonight. I know it's cold out here, but probably could have stuck through the entire game. Inside handoff. Nice tackle there.
Padula with the tackle.
Padula. And that'll be, make it, bring up fourth
and long.
4th and 10 for Duxbury. 11 minutes left. And it does feel like, Chris, that wind is really kicking up now, huh? Chris can't even breathe anymore. We're going to have to get him oxygen. Oh, that pass is deflected and falls to the ground incomplete. So
Texas pass knocked away.
Franklin will take over at their own 28 with 10:56 left, trailing by 20. And we'll see if they can put a nice quick drive
of applause for
together.
Yo Franklin cheerleaders who are sticking it out in the cold wind. And might be the only people wearing yellow left since Rattle City decided to leave. But the band's got yellow too.
Lions takes the snap, inside handoff. And Davidi picks up three hard fought 3 yards.
On the run.
Hard fought. Lions gets rid of that. Complete. And that looks like that'll be enough for a first down.
That's Luke Davis, and that's enough for a Franklin. Once again, the Gridiron Club wants to thank Franklin Pizza and Deli, George's Pizzeria, the Rome Restaurant, and the Longhorn Steakhouse.
1st and 10 for the Panthers from their 38. Lions quick dump off to the far side, pick up a 6. Duxbury does a good job keeping the receiver inbounds.
Looks like Joshua Bear on the reception. Pick up about
Bear on the reception. Gets out to the 44 and makes it 2nd and 4. Under 9 now left in the game. Lions again. Nice down and in route.
pass is complete to
It's
number
complete right over midfield down to the 49. Davis on the reception. It's a first down. Panthers keep moving, but so does the clock. Lions trying to speed things up with his offense. Lions pumps once, gets Davis open. Davis over the shoulder. He's going to score. Touchdown, Panthers. What a gorgeous pass from Lions. As good as the pass was earlier for Duxbury on that 89-yard touchdown, that one right there was just as nice from Jace Lyons to Davis for the touchdown. Now it's a 14-point game with the extra point to follow and 8 minutes left. And that's good. So 34-21, 8:17 left as we come back up the field. That was a gorgeous play that resulted in a touchdown for the Panthers. So I'm not I wonder what the Panthers are going to do, because you're only down 2 scores, and they obviously put together 2 quick drives. However, Duxbury scored 34 points tonight. So do you try the onside kick? The officials think they may. Duxbury thinks they may, as they've got 10 of their 11 players within 7 yards of the 50-yard line. So they're looking over to the sideline. I think he's going to try to just dump this in around the 40. And it's taken by Duxbury and then out of bounds at the 35.
Quinlan picks up the script, runs it out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, where Duxbury will take over 1st and 10. 8:15 left to play.
So 1st and 10 from the 25 for Duxbury. Panthers clearly need the defense to stand up right now, make a couple of plays.
Somebody finish up everything. Don't want to shoot those kids when you go home.
Vesta inside handoff. Nice stop there by the line. Maybe a yard. There was some kind of issue here on the near side between the Duxbury player, the Franklin player, and the official. Official ended up without a hat, which would indicate that someone went out of bounds on their own. Vesta keeps it, picks up 3. It'll bring up a 3rd and 7 with 7:20 left. So actually they'll mark it at the 29. It'll make it 3rd and 6.
Let's get up for the defense here.
Under 7 minutes now. Vesta looking to pass the ball. And that's complete, and that's going to be a first down.
Vesta's pass is complete for a Duxbury first down.
Vesta he has been spot on tonight in the passing game. So they get a fresh set of downs. 6:35 left. 1st and 10 from the Duxbury 49. And if Franklin wants a chance, they can't give up another first down, I don't believe. Vesta taking all of the play clock. Handoff inside and a pickup of 1. It'll bring 2nd and 9.
On the play. 2nd down.
And under 6 minutes left. They don't have to snap it till about 5:20 left. So they can run down another 15, 20 seconds here. They could, even without picking up a first down, they could run this clock under 4 if they wanted to. Vesta keeps it, spins, goes forward, and he's going to have a first down.
That's enough for a Duxbury first down.
So that's 5:22, and the clock is moving, and 1st and 10 from the 40, and they can run it down to about 4:40 just on this play. Now, it does look like Vesta, when he spun there, may have tweaked his ankle or something. He's got a little bit of a limp. Not that that is going to impact this kid's game. He's played well. Hands it off, and that's going to be a loss right there. Back to the 45. It'll bring up 2nd and 15. No, they'll put it at.
Going to bring up 2nd and 14.
2nd and 15 from the 45. And they can, I believe, run this under 4 minutes before they snap it on 2nd down. At least get it close to 4 minutes. Yeah, they can go under 4 if they want. Back judge hasn't even put his hand up yet to indicate 10 seconds. They snap it early in that play clock, relatively speaking, and Coach Bain's going to call a timeout.
It's going to be 3rd and looks like
going to be a pickup of 2. It'll be 3rd and 13 after this timeout. 3:56 left. So Duxbury will run a play, and you're going to think they're going to run it. And if they don't get a first down, you got to think Franklin will take another timeout. So game's not over, but it is a huge uphill battle for the Panthers to try to avoid their first home loss in a couple of years. So Festa's alone in the backfield by himself. And here we go, man in motion. Festa keeps it. He's gonna first down.
Calls his own number, scampers.
And he gets inside the 30, and that's gonna be a first down for Duxbury. And with 3:40 left, they're going to come close to be able to run this thing out. Festa's looking over to the sideline. He's going to shout instructions to his teammates. Got to give it up for the few students that have remained here the entire game, and the parents and family members and just Franklin Panther fans, as well as the Duxbury fans who made the long drive and are still here. Inside cut. And that's going to be short of a first down and bring up 2nd and 1.
Runs it up to the
2:55 left. So they can run it down to under 2:20. So credit to the people that are still here in this subarctic weather. The one thing that, not that you ever want a loss, but it is not a league loss. So Franklin will, as we have a whistle on the field, so we're going to have a timeout. Duxbury with 2:09 left.
Duxbury.
Franklin, it'll be their first loss this season, their first loss since the shootout last year was Springfield, and only their second loss in 2 years. But again, not a league loss, so it'll have no impact on the Hockomock standings. It'll give them and Coach Bain plenty to work on going forward. And if the weather stays the same, Chris and I may still be frozen up here on top of the press box next week. So 2nd and 1 for Duxbury here. 2:09 left. And Festa is going to keep it himself. He's going to pick up the first down, and they can just run it out from here as we go under 2 minutes. So they've got to snap it
Festa picks up the first
3
down.
more times, theoretically. I wonder, because Festa's, you know what, he's shaking. They're going to take him out. He's kind of stumbling around there. He looked like he was going to fall back at one point. So they're going to take a knee. I just saw the coach signal. Not a time. It was not a timeout. It was the official killed it to get the player out. Okay, now Duxbury's taking a timeout.
Timeout, Duxbury.
I believe I saw one of their coaches signal they're just going to take a knee. You would hate to see Festa hurt at the end of this game because he's had a great game. He is by far your player of the game. He did everything, threw the ball, ran, but he did get a little rattled on that last play. Kind of stumbled around. So you hope he's okay. As we got a minute 42 left here, and the Panthers are going to lose. Hopefully it stays at 34-21. I would hope they're just taking a knee, but they are lined up at shotgun. Yeah, he took a knee. So they'll lose 5. It'll be second and 15, minute 40 left. And Festa actually comes back in the game, which in all honesty, I know they're going to take a knee, but why do it? You know, he's the leader of your team. It's your best player on the team. Why even take a chance? He was clearly rattled a couple of plays ago. Why even take a chance of him getting injured? So he'll take a knee here. And they'll have to take one more snap. That'll make it 3rd and 17. And they'll wait for it to go under 40 seconds, and they'll take one more knee, and that'll do it. So now they can snap it, and that'll be the game. And Festa takes an knee. So that'll wind the clock down.
34,
and Franklin, for only the second time in over 2 years, will suffer a loss. First time in 2 years, a home loss.
Let's give both teams a great round of applause for a game well played.
Duxbury just was on fire tonight, and Franklin just had a couple of speed bumps that they just couldn't handle tonight. But again, for the only other loss they've had in 2 years was the loss to Springfield Central, which was the shootout. So that'll do it for Franklin TV. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, especially cameraman Chris Flynn. Again, our congratulations to Pete Royce and his family on the birth of his grandchild. He'll be back next week, so you don't have to listen to me again. For cameraman Chris Flynn, I am Jay Horrigan. Thank you.